What's up, everyone? This is Isaac from Hunger Smash Fitness. So I want to start doing, I'm not sure if it'll be a mini series or if I'll add it on to something else, but basically some instructional videos on how to go to the gym, what to do. Now the gyms are finally opening back up, people are starting to think about going back to them. And a lot of people haven't been to the gym in a long time or ever. So here's some things to really think about. I guess first off, what kind of program should you do? What kind of lifting program? All that. And honestly, especially if you're a new lifter, if you're a new lifter, you haven't done any intense training in a long time. This isn't someone who's been going to the gym for years. This is someone who hasn't been to the gym in years or has never done any sort of working out, anything along those lines. The most important training program that you can do doesn't matter, honestly. I would say what's much more important is actually going to the gym and developing the habit. Find something that you enjoy doing in the gym and develop the habit of going there regularly. Try to make it, 3-4 times a week or something like that. Set a goal and try and just go there regularly and develop that habit of actually going there and being there and exercising. I would say that habit, that aspect of it, is far more important than any program that you might begin. Second, once you've actually started to develop that program, try and find basic movements and work more from that aspect. We do a lot of the specialty movements in physical therapy because we're trying to rehab something specific. If you're just going there to train, I would say just stick with basic lifts. Do your little bit of cardio, do your squats, do your deadlift, stuff like that. Get someone who knows what they're doing and have them show you how to squat, show you how to deadlift, show you how to bench. That's a mistake that I made when I first started out, was I didn't really have anyone teach me how to do a lot of these things. And I spent several years lifting incorrectly, which developed some pretty poor form, especially early on, and really set me back in the long run. So I would say, number one most important thing, develop the habit of going to the gym. Second most important thing, develop proper movement patterns. So, for example, when you're squatting, make sure that your squat is actually efficient, that it's actually what works best for your body. Maybe I'll do some instructional videos on how to set up your squat and all that sort of stuff too. But try and figure out, get some instruction on technique. And third most important, don't try to break a new record immediately. Try to figure out how to do the form first and spend at least a couple weeks trying to develop proper form before you start trying to add too much weight. And I would say that learning time is extremely important, okay? So those are probably my 3 biggest tips for new lifters. So yeah, develop the habit of going to the gym. The program doesn't matter. Just develop that habit. Work on the basics. You don't need to be doing a ton of cable crossovers or 50 different types of bicep curls or anything like that. I almost never do bicep curls because my biceps get worked in most other movements that I'm doing. If you're doing a heavy deadlift, a pull-up, and or bench or whatever, there you go. Your biceps are getting worked 3 days a week. So I would say, unless you're actually training for something specific, you don't really need to focus on those that much. If you're just trying to lift, trying to get into shape, trying to lose weight, something like that, you don't need to focus on all that other stuff. Just develop proper movement patterns. And then probably the fourth point for new lifters is don't be intimidated. Going to a new gym, even like, I mean, I've been going to gyms now for 10, 12 years or so, off and on. And I still get a little nervous when I go into a new gym. Part of it is because I don't know where the squat rack is. I don't know if they have specialty bars. I don't have, so I don't know if they have what I would like to see. I don't know if they have a cambered squat bar or a safety squat bar or something like that. So part of it is that. Part of it is like, oh, well, what should I do to work out? Because I don't know what they have, and so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to try and adjust my training. But part of it too is I don't know who's there. I don't know who any of these people are. But I guarantee you, most of the time, if you find, the big guys at the gym or whatever and go up and start talking to them, most of the time they're really nice, really cool. They might get a little upset if you're interrupting them while they're working out, while they're trying to do a specific lift or something like that. But there's no reason to be intimidated. If you have questions about something, go and ask someone. Don't put it off till later or something. Get it figured out, and you'll feel much better about it. So I would say those are probably my 4 tips for beginning lifters. If you're just starting to work out, those are the first 4 things that I would really keep in mind. And once you've been doing it for a month or 2 months or whatever else, then start looking into, what sort of program you want to do, more along those lines, trying to go more in depth. But the first little bit, really just develop the habit, try and figure out the basic movement patterns that you're going to do, and go from there. So anyways, just a quick video on that. But let me know if you have any other ideas for video series or anything like that you'd like me to do. I'm trying to continue to build this. I want to add a lot more videos on the weight loss program as well, the weight loss series. I am working on those. I just need to get around to actually doing them. So anyways, that's all for today. This is Isaac with Hunger Smash Fitness, and just remember to always improve that 1%.